Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the final live stream of the day. And I got him sleeping behind me and she's sleeping next to me, so I don't have a whole ton of space here. All right. It's all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. First one I have Afia. What's going on with the Leo since she moved on from Linford? Because I feel like since she moved on from Linford, because I feel like he caused people he's involved with a lot of stress. Okay, let's see. What's going on with the Leo? Oh man. The first thing that's around her is the tower. She's having a tower moment. But the good news for her is that after she takes a minute, rest, relaxation, recoups, she runs into a soulmate. And that person's probably going to be another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. She's no longer feeling like she's waiting for her ship to come in. She may not be ready to dive in head first because the death card is in reverse here, but it's the beginning of a new journey for her. So she'll be all right. She'll be all right, but she's having a tower moment right now. Sister, how's he feeling towards me today? He feels unbalanced. This is how he feels for you. That you're a little unbalanced. He's got some nerve. He's got a lot of respect for you, but he thinks, he's got some nerve, that you need to work on yourself. He thinks that you're kind, courageous, intuitive, loving, but you can be argumentative. He thinks that you're a strong personality, but he thinks that like there's a tower moment coming up. So just be aware of that. I don't know if the tower is around you, around him, or around both of you. But there could be a tower moment coming up. Just be aware of it. Beautiful Aries. Was G trying to claim me and keep guys away from me on my Facebook post? No, I don't know what he was doing or what his intentions were, but that wasn't it. I didn't get any aces. No, I don't know what he was doing, but he wasn't trying to claim you. Liz, messages from the angels. The ego, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Wow, you got 3 angels. Balance, Archangel Zadkiel, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel, renew and reevaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. 3 archangels, that's a lot. Coco, Kay's intentions towards me at this moment. First card that comes up is happiness. 10 cups, happiness. She feels that you guys have a relationship that can be very well grounded and with very deep roots. Happiness comes up again, the Sun card. Thinks that you're loving and kind, and you got to wish around the situation. You can make it into anything you want. I think she comes forward. As she may be coming forward. See, with this card here, it's like contemplation, but it also could be like she may not be coming, she may think that she's coming forward, but she's not coming forward enough. She will be coming forward more. She's kind of like pulls herself back a little. Like she thinks that she's putting it out there, but she's not. But she's going to come forward a little bit more. Liz, what are A's true intentions with me? What are A's true intentions? Well, he's not sure. He's kind of a little bit all over the place here. So first it shows that he's got great respect for you and that you have a wish around the situation, which is good because that leaves the ball in your court. But it does look like with the Hermit that he pulls back and he isolates himself. The Hermit in reverse, upright, it's like taking time to think, figure out what it is that you want. When the Hermit is in reverse, it's like isolating yourself and not telling people what's really going on because you don't want to hear their opinion. You know, it's like not telling somebody the whole story because you know that they're going to tell you something that you don't want to hear. So you just shut your mouth and don't say anything. So that's what this is. That's not the best sign. And then it looks like he does some thinking and he is contemplating things and he kind of comes out of that a little bit. But then there is a betrayal here with the Seven of Swords. And he feels like things are just not meant to be or they're not meant to work out. But then after that, you guys start to work on things and rebuild things. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster over the next couple of weeks. Susie, what's he feeling for me right now? Oh, respect comes up for you first too. Respect, that he respects you. He thinks that you're kind. He thinks you're very intelligent. He thinks that you're loving, attractive, independent and successful. Fiery. He thinks that there's celebration around this relationship, that it can be well balanced and it could be long lasting. New chapter. What's going on with George and Catherine? Well, for them, first there's an issue when it comes to money between the two of them. And they're not thrilled with one another. The Ten of Cups is in reverse. So it's like the cups are empty. It's not the worst card in the world because even when it's in reverse, it's still a pretty decent card. But the Chariot is in reverse, which means things are not moving forward with them. Karma is brushing through this situation and somebody is walking away from the other person. I don't know which one's going to do the walking. It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, I think karma is going to straighten this situation out. And it looks like the person that walks away when it's in reverse is like, I'm walking away. I don't really know why I'm walking away. It's not because of one thing. It's like, I'm just out of here. You know, it may even be the kind of thing where they don't even realize that they're doing it. They just kind of back up and back up and back up until it's officially done. Tarita, love and romance readings. Okay, after anxiety and heartbreak move into the past, you've got a knight in shining armor coming in on a white horse who may have some money. You might hold yourself back in the beginning because you're still kind of getting over this wound, but you use your intuition. It's a soulmate connection that comes in. It's not free from arguments and bickering, but it comes in out of the blue, and it could be with an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, if you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, then this is what would be going on in your current relationship. A heartbreak or a disappointment moves into the past, and then you kind of rekindle the situation, use your intuition. You're not free from arguments and bickering, but things still move forward. Danny, does my ex want me back? Not at this point. Not at this point. At this point, they're kind of feeling like we had a good thing when we had it, but right now we're better off not together. New chapter. What does George's intuition tell him about me? His intuition knows that you're a good person, that you're very creative, loving, kind, successful, hardworking, knows that you know how to keep it together, knows that you can create long-term happiness. He knows. See, these kind of situations I really hate, because I've seen them so many times where like the perfect girl is standing there, but for some reason the stupid guy is like still messing around with the wrong person, and they know it. Like, it's not like they don't know it. You know, you almost don't know what's worse, when they're stupid and they have no idea, or when they know it but they just can't get their act together. Rising. What's DC's feelings for me? DC's feelings. If you haven't heard from this person, they're coming in out of the blue. You could be hearing from them in any moment. They think that you're very well prepared. They have a lot of respect for you. That keeps coming up for a lot of people. If there's someone from your past, they're coming back. They think that you're very well focused, incredibly successful. They think that you're attractive, happy, nurturing, kind. Happy comes up again. Strong, independent, and honest. Anna, how is Christopher feeling towards me today? All right, how is Christopher feeling towards me today? He thinks that you're loving, kind. Sometimes he gets a little bit anxious, or I don't know if he suffers from anxiety and depression having nothing to do with you, or if sometimes he gets like anxiety and depression around this situation. It could be a little bit of both. He thinks that you're very strong. He thinks that you can be argumentative and sometimes a little bit insecure. He thinks that you're attractive, hardworking, charismatic, creative, and honest. Honesty keeps coming up too. That's another good one. Anna G. His current feelings. Okay. Current feelings. He thinks that you're stable. It has a lot of respect for you. That card keeps coming up. Patient, compassionate, strong, well balanced, a little bit argumentative, very intelligent. Sometimes he thinks a little bit insecure. That comes up too. but well prepared, and that you have the potential to be very successful in life. Like he thinks you kind of have it all together. T. Yvette, General. Use your intuition. Your intuition is going to be spot on. It's probably growing in general, but over the next couple of weeks, you're going to be able to tune into a couple of things that it's going to be like, I know that's true, or I know that this is going to happen, and you're going to be right. Watch out too for a couple of arguments, and you may be feeling like love is kind of like not so great right now, but that's okay. Don't worry about it, because things are going to change moving forward. You've got good karma on your side and cause for celebration around love. You're not holding yourself back. You're moving forward. If you're not with anyone right now, a border sign is coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and the relationship can move forward pretty quickly. The Hangman in reverse. April, general love. Walking away from something that no longer serves you. Walking away or backing up slowly from something that doesn't serve you. Moving forward, there is a Pisces around you, or a very creative type that may be the kind of thing where you're leaving somebody or leaving somebody in the past and moving on with the Pisces. They could be a little bit jealous. They could have a jealous side. Use your intuition. You have a wish come in around love. Stepping out of your box, taking a spin on the wheel of fortune, doing something out of the ordinary also helps bring love in. On top of that, you're going to be working hard. Eight of Pentacles is usually a work situation or a school thing. Excuse me, it doesn't have to be though. It could be working hard on the new relationship or working hard on the current relationship. If the person that you're with right now is not a Pisces and they're like a creative type, then that would be the relationship that you're in right now. I don't know if you're with someone, but either way, it looks like just watch out for a little bit of jealousy. By putting in hard work and using your intuition, the relationship should move forward. Liz, why do I get so chills when I think about leaving A? Why do I get chills? Why do I get chills when I think about leaving A? When I get chills, I know that it's truth. So for me, just as an example, one of my friends told me something, and it was about a friend of hers that had a dream, and in the dream she knew that it was a message and not like just a regular dream. And when she told me what happened in the dream, I got shivers, like my whole body, like we were walking and I was kind of sweating, but when she told me the dream, I got shivers. And it's because it's the truth. Like whatever was going on in the dream was really a message. I know that it's the truth when I get a physical response to it. And for me, it's usually shivers. Sometimes, like I can feel nauseous if it's something that would make me nauseous, but a lot of times it's chills. So I think if you're getting chills, you need to use your intuition, because there's justice here. You got justice on your side, karma on your side, and celebration around this situation. So I think that when you're getting chills because it's resonating with you. But you can play around with it and figure out if it's really your intuition. I think it is. Give it a little bit of time and see what happens. Like, see when else you get those chills. Because it's probably something that's going to happen to you frequently when your intuition is onto something. Liz, what would be the outcome for me and A if I leave? If you leave, things are going to go out of balance for him. He's going to feel unsuccessful, so he's going to do what he can to get you back. And he may do whatever it needs to be done to get you back for the moment, and then it looks like he stabs you in the back again. Things don't move in the right direction, and there's heartbreak. So this could be a road for you. It could be up and down. It could be up and down for a little while. That's okay. Just go with your gut and just be careful. You know, like it's very interesting because I keep bringing this up because it keeps coming up for a lot of people. It's even come up for myself. But for me, it wasn't in a love relationship that I was dealing with a narcissistic person. It was a woman that I was dealing with. And it's hysterical because, like, I would hear people all the time. I had a friend of mine who used to call everyone a narcissist. Well, he's a narcissist if the person just happened to not be doing what he wanted. So I kind of always wrote that stuff off like, oh my God, that's just a word the therapists throw out. But when this person started manipulating me, I was like, and you know, like the way that it happens, it's like you don't even realize it. You'd have no idea that this is being done. And then like you get off the phone with the person or you walk away from the person and you're like, what the fuck just happened? So I started researching it and I started watching videos. There's a doctor on YouTube, I think is Dr. Carter. He's really cute. He's not an old man, but he's a little bit older of a man. He's like, he must be Southern because he's got a little like Southern type of accent. And he's always like, I don't know, he's a cute man. And he's a psychologist or whatever, a psychiatrist. And when he explains these behaviors, like it totally like hit me right in the gut. I was like, that's what's happened to me. Like you don't even realize that this person is manipulating you. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, like how did that just happen? So what happens is apparently, and I didn't know this either, empaths are very easily manipulated by narcissistic people because people that have narcissistic issues, now there's degrees, they don't have empathy. So they can't feel what you're going through. Like they don't care. Like, whereas the empath can't do that. If you're like, I mean, I could be fighting with somebody, and even in this situation with this woman, where you would think that I wouldn't hold back because she means less than nothing to me, but I still couldn't say hurtful things to her, and I still couldn't go out of my way to be hurtful. Well, the narcissistic people don't have that. So they'll get you right in the gut and they don't think anything of it. Whereas people that are more empathic can't do that. So that's why these things happen. So just be careful that as long as you're not being manipulated by anybody, then you're okay. Even if it takes you a little while to get to where you have to go, just watch out for that manipulation and the guilt and the way they turn things around. And like I said, this is somebody that I was dealing with. It wasn't a love relationship. It wasn't a friend, somebody that I owe nothing to. And I still couldn't get detangled. And I was like, this is crazy. But like, you don't realize it in the moment. You know, it's like when you look back and you're like, damn, like, why did I even have the conversation? Right? And then, but you're so wrapped up in this situation. And for someone like me, which if you're anything like me, you probably try to explain yourself and re-explain yourself and unexplain yourself. And no, you don't owe anyone any explanations. Just be careful that you're not being manipulated. April. What does my ex want from me? What does my ex want from me? They want passion, but they also want balance, patience, and serenity. So they may be having a really hard time, if not with the breakup, just with life in general and everything that's gone on. And they're feeling like they need to feel some sense of stability and some sense of normalcy. And I think that that's what you do for them. And that's why they're reaching out to you. You know, yeah, we're living in strange times right now. A lot of weird things are going on. And you may be like normal and stable to this person at this point. Danny, love and romance reading. Love and romance. You may have some choices coming up. Seven of Cups would indicate that you have choices. It also looks like you have some financial stability coming in, which doesn't really have much to do with the love reading, but it could be like a timing thing. So sometimes it could be like two new loves enter your life at the same time that, I don't know, you get a gift of money or something like that. So the people that are around you right now, water sign is around you, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And there's also an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It looks like there may be some arguments or bickering around the situations when it comes to love, but you have choices and you're going to feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and that it's all downhill from here. So the ball is kind of in your court. You're sort of driving this. Oh, new chapter. You're very welcome. Anna, what did my dream mean from last night about Christopher? What did it mean? All right, I have no idea what went on in the dream, but what it shows here is that you're not holding yourself back, but there's also some sort of betrayal here, or you may be feeling like coming up that because you didn't hold yourself back, you wound up getting hurt for it. But then you get a wish around the situation. So I don't know what happened in the dream, but it may be indicating that putting yourself out there too much gets you hurt, but then you get another chance. A second chance happens. So who knows? Maybe this already happened, the betrayal and the hurt, and you're working on rebuilding the situation or bringing it back to where you want it to be. It looks like you might have a little bit of work ahead of you, but that's okay. That's okay. A new chapter. Why does George hold his emotions back from me? Well, he's got a couple of things happening here. First of all, he feels that if he's open and honest and tells you everything, then he's going to have to do something about it. It's like he feels like, well, if I don't say anything and I don't have to deal with it, then I don't have to make any decisions right now, or I don't have to make any promises that I don't feel like I can keep. Use your intuition. The moon is around you, and you have good karma on your side, and balance, patience, and compassion should get restored back to the situation at some point, but you know how it could be kind of like a roller coaster, which is so annoying, but... Anna, have my Jay awakened to love and be with me for good now? Well, you know what? It's slow for him. He's slow and steady wins the race here with this card. But you have the, that's positive. So is this, Ace of Wands. And the Sun. The Sun is in reverse, but it's still one of the best cards to get, even if it's in reverse. So I'm going to say that he probably is awakened enough to make the connection. He just may need a little bit of time because slow and steady with the Knight of Pentacles. Nina, general reading.
recognizing that there are going to be a lot of people who are hurting, but the government, again, federal, state, and local, if you're willing to look.
All right. Well, the first thing is that you've got somebody coming back from your past. And it could be somebody that you walked away from because the Eight of Cups is with it. So Six of Cups and Eight of Cups. It also looks like you may have some financial stability coming in. It may not come in right away. It may take some time for that. Now, the person that comes back from your past could be making you an offer that you can't refuse that could lead to a happy home. So I'm not sure where you are in your personal life or relationship status, but it looks like you could have this situation come up. And the Judgment card would kind of give the indication that it would be coming to a crossroads and it's divinely guided. So keep that in mind. April, where is my situation with Jay? Where is my situation with Jay? Is heading Libra. Okay. All right, let's see. Where's my situation? Well, it looks like you might be in a standstill for a little while. It looks like the Page of Swords is in reverse, which means you may not hear from him right away. He's feeling a little bit burdened and weighed down. And the Moon is in reverse, which could indicate that there is a secret. He's got a secret that he's hiding or something that he doesn't want to be brought to daylight. Justice is also in reverse, and the Seven of Swords is here, which means that there's a betrayal around this situation. So things may be a little bit funky for a while. Temperance and the Magician are also in reverse, which would indicate that either you're having a hard time manifesting what you want, and then balance, it's out of balance, and they're like you're lacking patience. You're feeling like, why isn't this working for me already? Why isn't this working? Things should have fallen into place by now. But if that is how you're feeling, that could be exactly what's holding things up. If you can try to let this relationship or this situation go a little bit, I think things will start to unfold or unravel a little bit easier. Because right now it looks like there may be a secret, there could be some holding back, there could be like karma is not on your side, and there may be a sense of betrayal around it, if not a full-blown betrayal. It's a little bit messy right now. Marcella, General. Okay, so you've got a heartbreak that's moving into the past. Somebody that either disappointed you or it was a full out heartbreak, whatever it is, it's moving into the past, you're getting on with it. The Ace of Wands indicates that you have passion coming into your life, and don't hold yourself back. The Knight of Pentacles, you might be a slow, steady mover, or the person that comes in could be a slow, steady mover. That's okay. Things move forward slow and steady. There's somebody that's coming in, if you're not with anyone right now, that is an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be a love connection. If you are with somebody right now, this person may just come in as a significant friend, but they look like they're a hard worker, on working on this relationship, whatever the relationship is. If you are with someone right now, you reconnect and you rekindle with the Lover's card. If you're not with someone right now, this would indicate that the earth sign that comes in could be your next love. Isla, general love reading for my Libra and I. General love reading for Libra.
Because we need more information to try to give us some indications of what things are going to be like after what she said. One responsibility is business owner.
There's passion around this situation, but you may be feeling like you're not either you're not getting the respect that you deserve, or you may be feeling like you put in too much effort and they don't put in enough. Moving forward, it looks like if you haven't seen or spoken to them in a while, maybe because we're on lockdown, for whatever the reason, doesn't matter, Page of Swords indicates that you're going to see or speak to them soon. They may be coming in with an offer that you can't refuse with the Four of Cups in reverse. And they may be a little bit more prepared when next time you see or hear from them. It looks like things can kind of be a little bit boring for a while, but when you finally get to where you want to go, the Ten of Cups is here, which means that you could have a relationship that is very fulfilling.
Is it going to come back soon? We will not have sporting events with fans until we have a vaccine. That, according to Zach Penny, a PhD, and who wrote this dissertation on injuries in the NFL. Do you agree with that? You know, again, I don't want to try to pretend I'm the scientist. I'm the wrong person to ask on exactly.
Balance. How is RH feeling towards me after seeing my social media recently? How's RH feeling? What are you doing, silly girl? RH thinks that you are attractive, intuitive, lucky, a hard worker. There could be a new beginning around this situation. RH thinks that you're successful, stable, kind, prepared. Hardworking comes up again, nurturing, creative, and well-balanced. Yeah, they may have been stalking out your stuff for a minute. Like, they may have seen a lot of things. Anna, is he being slow and steady because of a karmic influence?
One of the things that the government may consider doing is pre-buying seats, and the government spends a lot of money on commercial travel. So why not partner with the airlines as part of this deal and have federal employees do some of the testing on flying on airlines? Because if we can build confidence that you can travel in a plane comfortably and without risk, that's going to start to build the confidence that people can go into confined.
No, I know. I think that it's because he's just not sure if he's ready. He's got the Five of Cups, which is like, it could be a little bit worried, a little bit concerned. There may be a little bit of regret for him around the situation. I don't think that it's a karmic influence.
Yeah, that'd be great. Sometimes the president watches tonight. I know he's not allowed to do much with world sheltering in place, so maybe you heard that, they'll call you. Lastly, the small group.
Prussian was guy I saw at the building who I'm supposed to meet. Okay, it was the guy that I saw at the building who I'm supposed to meet.
I think that's why people look at your track record, look at your resume, look at your success, and they gotta call your number. Lastly, let's take a look at what's happened so far with 2.2 trillion and how it affects small business. $345 billion. Do you think it's worth it? I think the program's a good program.
70% chance yes, and if you meet, it can be very successful with the Six of Wands.
Just get the loans first, and we'll deal with fraud and problems.
Coco, why won't S open up about her feelings for me?
Going out of business by holding things up and slowing down the loans, then it would cost us in fraud. So hopefully things will speed up, and hopefully we'll look back and just say it was a slow week to start things off.
Fear. So she's got fear for a couple of reasons. Fear from a past hurt or a past wound, something that could be quite old. What is this guy doing? Dreaming? Also fear of the future, of what is unknown, feeling unprepared and afraid to be vulnerable. Give this person a little bit of time. She may come around. She just may need to feel a little bit more secure. Isla, is he going to ask me to be his girlfriend?
Unless you're a restaurant franchisee, you may not be able to get these loans. And there's so much conflicting information on that affiliate program that companies that have taken in investors, and more than 50% of companies have taken in investment at some level, are really freaking out.
At this point, I'm only getting a 33% chance. So that just may mean that it's going to take some time and we're just not close enough to it yet.
You got me coming up straight ahead. It's no secret the left is using this pandemic.
Isla, he says he's not talking to anyone but me. Should I believe him?
lays out what's really behind Joe Biden's move to appease the far left so-called world.
I get only a 33% chance that he's not talking to anyone else. I'm not convinced that he's not talking to anyone else right now. Anna, what is he worried about? How I'll react to him finally calling me, or how I will react to what he will say to me after all this time with no communication? Well, I think that he's worried about a lot of things. I don't think that he's as worried about actually talking to you as he is about like I think his fear is more of actually making the call. I think once that you guys make the contact, everything else won't be so difficult. I think he's afraid of change. I think he's a little bit afraid of commitment. I think he's afraid that I think he's more afraid of actually making the phone call than discussing, you know, his feelings. I mean, like, people make mistakes, people let time go past. People do all kinds of stupid crap, and we can move past it, but you got to start somewhere. So I think that actually making the phone call stresses him out. I kind of understand it though. God ask, am I pregnant?
Occasional bladder leakage or urgency. I've had it. Had it with bladder issues. Only Azo Bladder Control does what liners and pads can't. It supports bladder muscle strength to help reduce leakage and urgency.
At this point, I'm only getting a 33% chance that you are. Three of Cups is here in reverse, which would just, there could be a third party around this situation. And then the other thing would be, if you're not pregnant now, you could get pregnant. So be careful if that's not what you want. Isla, what are his intentions towards me? He doesn't know at this point. He's sort of taking it day by day. It does show that there's communication coming in. I don't know how often you talk to him, but the communication could increase. It also shows that he's a little bit disconnected to his intuition, and he doesn't always do what he thinks he should do. Sometimes he does shit that he knows he shouldn't do. The moon is in reverse, which means there may be a secret around him or something that you may find out about him that you don't like or that doesn't sit right with you. Anna, will he reach out by Mother's Day or by my birthday? Oh, that's Marilyn Monroe's birthday. Got the same birthday as Marilyn. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Will he reach out by Mother's Day? I don't think by Mother's Day. Let's see, by your birthday. I get a 33% chance that you hear from him by your birthday.
Here to respond is acting deputy DHS secretary Kate Cuccinelli.
Isla, what's his secret? What his secret could be about?
Why not? Who could go wrong?
Well, they could have always gone home in the first place. They're here illegally. And as the Attorney General said on this very show earlier this week, we can walk and chew gum at the same time in the Department of Homeland Security. But we're going to keep enforcing all the laws.
All right, I don't know what your sign is, but it looks like he may have done something shitty or stabbed somebody in the back that was a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. And it looks like this person was really good to him. The relationship was stable. It doesn't show that it was a love relationship. It just shows that he may have done something really shitty. Or he may not think that it's as bad as it actually is. And you may not appreciate it when you find out. It's definitely showing betrayal and hurt around this person. Caused arguments too.
Ken, it's pretty amazing what's happened, the difference in year makes. I mean, there were tens of thousands coming across the border. There was no place to put them. You couldn't put up tents fast enough.
God-esque
And
love.
a year later, when you're allowed to enforce the border, build the wall, and enforce the laws, what has changed? The Central American countries aren't even coming. It's mostly Mexico now, and Mexico's cooperating.
Mexico is cooperating a great deal. They've been a good partner for really all of 2020 and well back into 2019. And that all goes back to the president's.
It looks like you have arguments around love. The Five of Rods would indicate that there's some arguments and some battles that you may be fighting. You may be feeling a little bit unstable too and feel like your wish didn't come true around love. But if you step out of your comfort zone, you could meet a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Or the person that you're with the cups, they could become a little bit more emotional. However, it looks like you've got a lot of regret around this situation, or there will be a lot of regret around the situation, feeling unprepared and feeling stuck in the mud, and there's heartbreak here. So I don't know what's going on in your current relationship, if you're in one. If not, this would be the next current relationship or the closest relationship coming in. So just be careful, because the person that comes in may not be the best. They may make promises they can't keep. There's heartbreak around it. So just be careful.
Very strong voters. I think this is maybe one of the learning points. We learned something about borders.
Julie, what's going on with Donald and his relationship? Since 4:30 until now, he's been texting off and on.
That's why I referred back to thousands of people with contagious diseases last year we were dealing with coming over the border. Americans shouldn't forget.
Well, that relationship is kind of up and down. I mean, the first card comes up as balance, compassion, that kind of stuff. But then it shows that around the relationship, there's mild heartbreak around them, and feeling like sorrow, and feeling like they're on an uphill climb. So I don't know if that relationship is all it's cracked up to be. I really don't.
Yeah, very interesting. Deputy Secretary Cuccinelli, thanks so much. Have a great Easter.
Good evening, Ryan. Always a pleasure.
All right, let's change gears. Now that Joe Biden is the presumptive Democrat nominee, you think he tried to broaden out his appeal, maybe jog to the center, not the case. He's doing the opposite. He's going way left to court the Bernie bros.
Let me go back up to the top. I think I made it through all the super chats.
So much more. We know.
Reza, general love.
He discusses my
Oh, what's the matter, baby?
candidate and Fox News contributor, a great host of his own right, beautiful studio. I've been there. It's fantastic. Governor, thanks so much for being here. Are you surprised that Joe Biden is going left instead of middle? That's not the way he usually goes.
Most people go to the middle after they've
You have celebration coming in around love. If you're not with anybody, Cancer is going to show up. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship can take on a very nurturing feel or energy, and it would be moving forward very fast. But it does show that your love life goes through a moment of, feeling a little bit brokenhearted, or like getting over it, like feeling like, I'm pretty much over the heartbreak, but I still have a large mountain to climb. So overall, I think things are getting better on the love front, but there may be some minor setbacks that come up around heartache or an old wound.
Opposite of what any actuarial study would recommend for him to do. I don't know what in the world he's thinking.
Sandy, spirit messages.
Still wondering what he stands for and what he'll do. But I think the president has to feel good about that. He wanted Bernie Sanders because he thought he was so far left that he would give the moderates no other choice to go with him. Joe Biden's somewhat of a moderate liberal. Now he's going way to the left.
10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things. 5 of Air, an unwise choice, learn from what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. The 2 of Fire, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts, continue to move forward.
Well, I think when you're talking about the difference even between Bernie and Biden, here it is. Bernie always knew what he stood for. You may not have agreed with it, and most of us didn't. But he was
God asks, what do you see in me and N's future? His feelings.
He doesn't even know what he stands for and can't keep it straight from day to day. That's a real problem for the Democrats. They realize it.
It looks like there may be a little bit of regret around this situation, but there sure is a lot of passion. Use your intuition. It looks like N may be feeling a little bit unsure of the situation or how he's feeling. And it looks like moving forward, you may feel like you're not getting enough out of this relationship. You may feel like you put in a lot of effort, but you don't get enough back. The 2 of Wands here is like you're feeling prepared for more than you're really getting from this situation. And you feel like a little bit disconnected. His feelings are like he's kind of like a little bit laid back. I don't think he really knows what he wants or where things are going. And he just kind of takes it as it comes. And I think he takes you a little bit for granted, and I think he knows that. Anna, what does he think of this connection? There's happiness around it for him. He doesn't think too much into it. It's like he feels like he's happy. It is what it is. It's not something that he overthinks. He just kind of goes with it. April, what does he feel about our connection? What are you doing back there, baby? Well, for him, it looks like he thinks that things can move forward quickly, but then he like puts the brakes on. So he feels like he's a little bit 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. He's got a tower situation coming up for him if he's not careful. And he does feel a little bit burdened. I think he feels burdened a little bit when he's got like feelings, like he's not really sure how to deal with his own feelings. Anna, Jerry, are you saying that he's not ready to fix it, a new beginning or commitment at all, or that he doesn't love me? No, it has nothing to do with him not loving you. He comes up like a little bit stuck. Like he feels like his feet are like stuck in cement, like, and he's just standing there looking around. He feels like, I know I should do something. I know I should take control of this situation, but I'm not sure what to do, so I won't do anything. It has nothing to do with his feelings, like his emotions or how he feels about you. But it's more of like, I'm over here. I'm going to have to explain this. I don't know what to say. A fear of making the phone call. Fear of, actually having to discuss his feelings. Fear of, I don't think he's so much afraid of making the actual commitment as he is like making the phone call and explaining where he's been for the last X amount of months, and you know what's coming up next. I think there also may be some uncertainty as to when he's definitely coming home. He's got the Six of Swords here, which means that there should be travel overseas. He should be coming home, but I don't know if he's 100% sure of when. So I don't think that he wants to make a phone call and say something obscure. I think he wants to know for sure what he's doing before he makes the phone call. He also may wait until he actually gets home and then do it when he's here. Which, if he did that, that would be even better, because then you would get the phone call with him already being here rather than having to wait for him to come home. I don't think he's sure of what he wants to do, and he's not really sure of which way it's going to go. He's his own worst enemy. Most people are, but for him, like, he really is his own worst enemy. And a love general. There's a Leo around you. There's a Leo around you that's going to be very passionate. Use your intuition. There may be some, there's a moment here where you may be feeling a little bit betrayed by something. And then you have magic around you, so you can create almost anything you want when the magician shows up. Be careful, focus on what you want, not what you don't want. It also looks like you may be starting a new business endeavor, or you may have it could be a new business endeavor or a new job, a new skill, but something where you're making more money. You might also be redecorating your house, but that has nothing to do with love. It's just something that comes up. Like, sometimes it's a timing thing. It's like I was, redecorating my living room, and I was painting my living room at the same time that I met Joe Schmo at the convenience store. That kind of thing. Sometimes that's why the cards read like that. Goddess, is N going to talk to his ex behind my back after he said that he would cut ties? He may for a while. He may have a hard time getting rid of her. And will my career take place after I finish my MA degree? Will he, JF, make an effort to be here for my graduation? And will my oldest sister, Carla, come? Okay. Will JF come to the graduation? %70 chance, yes, he comes, but he also comes up a little bit indecisive. I think he's going to come. Now let's see if Carla comes. I think she's going to come. And I think that your career is going to take off after graduation. You could be offered a new job, a better job, or moving up in the company. John, in the end of the day, will Nick and Lily be happy ever after, like marriage, etc.? Okay. Will Nick and Lily be happy? Will be married? Will Nick and Lily be married? I think so. I think so. If they're not physically married, it's a marriage-like relationship. What's the matter? You need water? Let me get this guy some water. I'll be right back. All right, hang on. Would you finish your water, buddy? Yeah? Finished your water? I'll give you fresh. I'll give you some fresh. Oh. All right. Anna, is my current job just a stepping stone to my success? Will I enter my desires to own a business practice? You know, with the Ace of Pentacles that showed up before, I wouldn't be surprised if you owned your own business. Yeah, you're in a stepping stone. You're in a transition right now, and I think that you will open up your own business one day. You got the Ace of Pentacles again. Gotta ask, why is Anne tied to his ex? Well, he feels like the connection, he's having a hard time letting the connection go because she's not letting go. And I think that it's going to take some time before this is going to be the kind of thing where there's not going to be a clear end date. It's just going to kind of fizzle out over time. It's just how it is. They're both still kind of attached, but it's more so her. He has a hard time like being mean to her and being assertive to her, which, you know, when these situations come up, like, we want to think that it's like that makes him a really bad guy. But when you think about it, it really is because he's a good guy. He really doesn't want to hurt her. And he's trying to be trying not to be mean. It'll fizzle out.
It's the most extraordinary take because it looks like I'm cherishing our cross, which is our faith.
All right.
In the most beautiful way. The message here, Brian, is that at times pain can push us beyond ourselves and produce things, good things that we never expected. And maybe that's
I'm gonna sneeze.
on Good Friday. It's a great way to watch it. Fox Nation watch the interview on film as well.
Okay, all that and nothing. Valentina, will I hear from this Pisces near the end of April? I'm only getting a 33% chance that you'll hear from the Pisces before the end of April. Come on, come over this way. You couldn't go around? Go ahead, jump up. All right, quiet. Sarah, what's going on with P and how's he feeling about me? Dylan, what do you need? You want food? Oh, no, maybe he needs food. You ate. Come on.
When your dog is itching for a treat.
Did you eat before?
Itching for a hug. Or itching for some hugs.
What do you want? All right.
When he's itching for help. Licking for help. Or rubbing.
All right, give me a few minutes. I'll be right with you.
Does this frequently? These signs of a skin condition that needs treatment. Don't wait. Talk to your veterinarian and learn more at itchingforhelp.com.
All right, how is T feeling about me? He's got a little bit of regret and heartbreak going on around him, so I don't know what's happening with him on that end, but it looks like the way he feels about you, he feels that you're strong, courageous, There's happiness around you and him. He feels like he's got a wish around you, and like you and him can make it to the top of the mountain. He may be struggling with some kind of an old heartbreak or an old wound that's resurfaced. Anna, what's in store for me for the rest of this year? Love, finances. Okay, let's see. Well, it looks like, I don't think that you start a new business this year, but I think that you're going to be feeling much more appreciated, or more, wherever it is that you're working right now, you could be getting compensated better for whatever it is that you do. It also looks like you have a stable relationship at work. So I think that you mentioned that was a temp job. It was a temp job. It could go permanent this year, because you got the Three of Pentacles here and the Six of Pentacles. As far as love is concerned, it looks like things may be a little bit up and down for the rest of the year. You may be feeling like you put in a lot of effort and you haven't seen a payoff, but just kind of hang in there. I think Jay will help you investing in your venture, but I don't think that happens this year. I think that it's going to take time. And I don't think it's happening before the end of this year. It may not happen until next year. But I think that whatever happens to you this year around work, it's either more stable or you're getting paid much better for it. And I think he is going to be a part of your future. I just don't think that that's happening this year. Julie, Donald's relationship, is it money that holds them together? Yeah, money is part of it, definitely. There's definitely a money thing between them. One person may owe the other person a significant amount too. Sarah, will he split up from her? Will he split up from her? Yes, but it may not happen right away. It might take some time. Balance. Will I be receiving a job offer at MVT? I think so. I think you're going to get it. Okay. Go back up. Tara, will I finish my certificate by May? I think you will. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you focus hard enough, you'll get it done by May. Lucy, how many days until I hear from him? It could be 12 days to 2 weeks. Anna, do you see me getting a second job that I can work from home and be successful with this year? I need to catch up on bills to get a house. Okay. I think you're going to. Yeah, I think that you will. And I think that working from home is going to become a new thing. I mean, I know it's been for quite some time, but I think that it's going to be, there's going to be so much that people can do from home. And I think that, yeah, you're going to get something. And it's going to take a lot of pressure off. Especially if it's something that you can do at your own time. Okay. Sonia, general love for this year. You may be feeling like you haven't made it to the top of the mountain or it's an uphill climb, but you have the strength to get through it. You also have an air sign coming in who's going to think the world of you, an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra, if you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, the King of Swords could be sharp words with your current partner, but balance and mutual respect comes back into play. Whether the relationship is new or old, it should be okay, and you should be good moving forward. Galaxy, how does David really feel about me? Okay. Feels that you're attractive, intuitive, hardworking. Intuitive comes up again. Adventurous, compassionate, fiery, lucky, friendly, honest, and nurturing. Where am I? Oh, Georgie, I saw this one before and I didn't answer it. Does he still love me? Yeah, there's still love here. There's still love here. Anna, if JF's mom could talk to me, if she was still alive, what would she tell me about her son? Does she approve of our relationship right now? Okay. She approves of the relationship. I think that she would tell you that even though he can be very difficult to deal with, he means well. He's always been his worst enemy, which, I mean, most people are their own worst enemy. She would tell you that to be patient with him, which I think is unfair because you have been patient. And that even though he can be argumentative or he can be very thick-headed, he really does care about you, and he does think that things are meant to be with the judgment card and temperance. He also feels like he's made it to the top of the mountain. He can breathe the sigh of relief, and he's going to come forward when he's ready and not a minute sooner. You've been patient with him. You have been patient with him. But, you know, moms. Do you want to know what my father told me? This is hilarious. My father said that, like, my grandmother would, like, cut people off, like, literally, like, cut people out if they said something bad about him. Now, my grandmother was a crazy Sicilian woman, but can you imagine, like, you know, like, if you said something about him that she didn't like, She would like write you off. Hilarious. All right, let's cut off the super chats. I'll do the moderators, and while I wait for the moderators, I'll pick up some of these people that I didn't get to. I didn't get to Darlene earlier, so let me do this one. How does Kevin feel about me after talking to me today? He feels good. He feels good. He feels connected. You guys got the lover's card. This is good. Whatever went on today was very good. He feels very positive. I think that more communication will be coming in, and I think that you're off to a pretty steady start. Yeah, I'll do LA Hummer, but I want to do this other one here. Princess Diamond was at one too recently that I didn't get to. When will the Gemini call me? Sometime before the spring ends. So sometime between now and June 21st, you should hear from him. A skin champagne I haven't answered for either. Will I get the funding from the business competition that I'm entering into? LA Hummer, can you send me the question again? Yes, I think you're going to get it. Ashani, will I hear from Corey tonight? All right, let's see. I don't think you'll hear from him tonight, but you should be hearing from him soon. Hummer, what is coming in love? I have a new Virgo and an old one. You got two Virgos? You got celebration coming in around love. You also have a decision to make. You're going to have to make a decision. And I can't tell you which one to choose, but it looks like you use your intuition. Here are your Virgos. And you make the right decision. You're going to make the right decision because the Six of Pentacles is like, it's mutual. Two people that are mutually working towards the same goal. I think love is going to be good for you, and I think that it's going to be up to you which Virgo you choose, but you make the right decision. Use your intuition. Your intuition knows. You know which one you should go with. Mel, will my other options be presented in my life by the time the Aries returns? I only get a 33% chance, yes. So there may be somebody else, but it might not be one that's really grabbing your attention. And then the Aries returns, and then there may be some more coming in. I think that there may be a while where you've got several options around you, that's a good thing. Brandy, where's your question? I don't see Brandy yet. So I will do Butterfly A, when will I find a new job? It could be in 2 weeks, 12 days to 2 weeks. Who's sending unwanted nude pics? Brandy, what does Derek think about me at night before he goes to sleep? Well, he thinks that you're incredibly strong. He thinks about your strength. He thinks that you're well balanced. He thinks about happiness and compassion and overall feeling serene about you before he goes to bed at night. All right, guys, I am going to go. I will see you guys tomorrow. And if anybody needs a private, feel free to email me. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.